Smoky corn bisque, rich and creamy, where every spoonful warms the soul. It's winter out, it's chilly, and nothing says heartful like a nice corn bisque. We're gonna start off by getting our bacon nice and crispy. So let's cross the street over to Flavortown. Medium low heat as usual. Gonna get it just a little bit warm before I add this bacon. Now we wanna get this bacon really nice and crispy, not fully crispy, but just, you want a little bend to it still, but okay, let's drop some butter in a pan. Boom. Just gonna melt that a little bit. You know you're about to do a really epic recipe when bacon starts off in the pan. I always give my bacon, whenever I'm rendering, just a little salt and pepper. Our bacon's been rendering for about 3 minutes on medium-low heat. All the fats have come off it. We're gonna take it out and let it rest on this napkin. As you can see, it's all nice and golden brown. It looks gorgeous. You can leave a couple pieces of bacon in there. You don't have to get it all out. Bacon is flavor. So we're gonna go ahead and put the onions, minced shallot, all in that bacon fat, and really let the magic happen. And we're just gonna soften everything up. Oh, smells delightful. Yummy. Now that our onions are softening and all that bacon fat, it goes so good with the Frisky. It's such a nice dry Riesling that just eats up those creamy and smoky flavors of the corn chowder. So let's get our bouquet garni in there, which is marjoram, thyme, all the necessary herbs for this recipe. Boom. All right, so now all those herbs are gonna really interact with the onions, the shallots, and the bacon fat. It already smells amazing. We're about a minute away, and then we're gonna go with our flour. All the vegetables are really nice and soft. We have some all-purpose flour right here. You can use gluten-free flour as well at home. We're just gonna kind of spread it across that. So really what we're doing, we're kind of making a quick roux with all the fat in there, because this is what's going to really help thicken everything up. Beautiful. Okay, now that we put our flour in there, we're going to hit it with a little bit of dry sherry, and then go with our stock and corn. Okay, so first I'm going to go with the sherry. That's what's going to deglaze that nice pan. Yummy. Beautiful. Okay, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my whisk out and we're gonna slowly add the stock to the onions because we want the flour to incorporate with it. So here we go. We whisked in all the stock. There's no flour clumps or anything like that. And then we're gonna go in with some corn. Nice, fresh, sweet corn. Yummy. Okay, now we're gonna cook this down for a good 5 to 10 minutes. We want that corn nice and tender. We're gonna pour in the heavy cream right now. Boom. Oh, it smells amazing, especially this time of year, you know. Anything that has bacon in it, a little bit of cream, this time of year, I'm sold on it. Okay, now I'm just gonna scoop out half of this, go into here. Always stir it too before you scoop so you have an even amount of cream, even amount of corn on there. And this is what's going to turn it into a creamy and dreamy situation right here. Now we're going to move that over here, put the old chapeau on it, as you would say in French, and start slow. and put the pedal to the metal. Take a look at it. Yeah. Yep, okay, so now we're gonna go pour that back into the whole corn mixture. So it's nice and creamy. That's what I always say, like when we do recipes, I tell everybody always at the pickup parties, season your recipes every step of the way, because that's how you build bold flavors. Not just a little salt or pepper at the end, every step of the way. Okay, let's give it a little taste test. I surprise myself sometimes. All right, so we're gonna get the bacon, bring that over here. Oh, and we are gonna get this in a bowl. We're gonna top it with some bacon, and the magic is gonna be served. Get a nice little kick of chives.